Supreme Bacon Overlord here, bringing you footage of a new game that came out a couple of days ago called Mutant Boxing League. This game is available on the MetaQuest platform through AppLab and also on PC through the Steam store. Now, normally, even though I don't play games like Creed, Knockout League, and Thrill of Fight a whole lot, I tend to stay away from boxing games in general, the ones that, where you actually box. Not because I hate them, I just don't have the space to move around freely and put a beat down on these boxing opponents. I can play in my living room, but only maybe like once or twice a week, sadly. Mixed reality helps out a bit here and there on the games that have it, but it's still a problem for me. A game like Knockout League is an exception because it's more like a Punch-Out type of game. Like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, or like the classic arcade game from Nintendo, which was a Punch-Out and then there was Super Punch-Out. Not much movement is required on those type of games. One game that I do play a little bit more than compared to the rest is Knockout League. That game is an exception because it is kind of like a Punch-Out type game. Not much movement is required and it has a bunch of mini games that help keep you invested in the game. Mutant Boxing League is similar to Punch-Out and Knockout League, which was right up my alley. I can play this game any day and any time of the week if I choose to. Opponents fight in different styles, so there's a lot of timing and strategy involved here. Throwing like a billion punches in 1 second will not work here like it does with games like Thrill of the Fight. So you really got to strategize here. As you can see here in this footage, you have the option to have guides show up here to tell you what to do, which I have turned on here, but you can also turn that off. But each fighter has his own style, and eventually you'll have to figure out what kind of movements to do. And so now I'm going to take you through a bit of a gameplay footage. You have the choice to choose match, training, and challenges. Right now we're going to go through the training. I do apologize about that weird the weird footage that you're seeing here on the top right hand corner and left hand corner. It looks like it's the shape of a lens. I don't know why that happens with virtual desktop, but it does. There is a fix for it. I have to go into like some camera CFG file and delete it. I didn't want to go through the hassle, and last time it happened I had to go through like Discord and find the fix. I didn't want to go through that. The gameplay is a little janky. I wish I could just record this on Steam Link, but for some reason on Steam Link sometimes the sound goes off. With virtual desktop I've been having a lot of issues lately, where especially on rhythm games it just stutters a lot. So if you see stuttering, it's probably something with my network connection, I'm not sure, or something within virtual desktop. So yeah, I'm just bringing that up to the forefront. The previous one you saw, previous training, that's kind of like Reflex Alley on Knockout League. Kind of like a tame version because you don't react to things as quickly. It does kind of get quicker as you go along, and this one is it's kind of hard to describe. I think you just sway side to side and you punch, which is cool. It looked confusing at first. I thought maybe I was playing, I forgot that game, what it's called, the one by Otters. It felt like that game. But as you can see, the further you get, it starts speeding up, or it starts getting harder. That's pretty much with all the training mini games. Pretty cool though. I like it. I like the fact that you have a bunch of mini games here. O-Shape. That's what it was called. O-Shape. That's what this reminded me. That's what I thought this was at first. But it's mostly like swaying side to side or just ducking. Sorry for the shakiness here. It has like a leaderboard here. I'm probably like in a 10,000th place. So this next training mini game is kind of like a box VR type game, or FitXR, what they call it now. It's decent. It gets the job done. It's not like fully polished. Obviously, this is not the game's selling point, but it does work. It does get more intense as it goes along. Hit detection was pretty okay. Well, actually, I'm not sure. Well, yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't good here because, like I mentioned before, with virtual desktop, I do have trouble with rhythm games. It's all jittery. It stutters a lot, causing me to, you know, it affects the hit detection. And I did play this with Steam Link and what's the one from Oculus? Airlink. I tried both of them. It works fine through those. And I still gotta figure out the whole virtual desktop, because I like using that app more than either Steam Link and Airlink, just because it has a lot of more options. So I'm trying to figure out if it's something in my network that's giving me all these problems. But yeah, this one is pretty good. I liked it. And then there's this game. I wish we had more games like this, kind of like the FitXR hit program, where you can hit things in different directions. We need more of these. Obviously, this is just one little area, but it'd be cool if it was wider, maybe a 360 style. These are usually cool. I guess you can say they're like whack-a-mole, a vertical version of a whack-a-mole. But I've always liked these. I felt like these help out with reflexes a lot. Though one, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but I wish it was more like Knockout League, where you can choose the difficulty level, and you can choose the time limit of how long you want to go, or you can choose, like, you know, challenge mode, where like if you miss a certain amount of items, or you're not able to dodge, you know, it'll just end right there. But then also have the option to set a timer and set a difficulty level. Not just make it go faster, which is kind of cool, but they should have other options as well. I do like that. Like, it does get difficult, a little bit more difficult as you go along, but sometimes it's like you finish quick. It's like a 2-minute thing at the most, or a 1-minute thing, 50 seconds. It's not enough. It's just not enough. Now, this one was kind of unique. You just move, sway side to side with your headset, dodging, or I mean following the blue dots and dodging those red ones, the blue bubbles, and then dodging the red bubbles, which was, I couldn't figure out how to dodge some of them. This one should also, they just let you have a timer. I couldn't figure out how to avoid those red ones. They probably shouldn't have those there. It would make it much more interesting. Just focus on following the blue bubbles. It will definitely help with circulation and movement, I believe. So yeah, this one is, I found it pretty good. It's an original concept, I think. Probably not. I just never played a game like this before. Now this next one, I didn't like this one. And maybe it's because of how my gloves were aligned, but it was like really hard to aim. I don't even think I got one inside that circle. So basically these balls come at you, you have to punch them and you have to make it go into that circle. So that circle that moves around, you have to make them go in there. I don't even think I hit it once, but it doesn't look like they go into the, like they're ricocheting off your gloves correctly, but I could be wrong. Maybe they were just crooked. I'm not sure. But yeah, you can see there. At some point I just started like hammering through. That one would have made it, but I died before it even went into the circle. This next one is just a punch meter. That's it. And yeah, I'm a weakling. 51,000. I don't remember what I got here. 79,000. Okay, that's a little bit better, but I'm probably weak. Okay, 75,000 there. That's pretty much it on that. It's quite simple concept. And next up is mitts. My only beef with this one is it's kind of, you know, I was confused at first. I thought maybe they should have had different colored gloves, you know, one for the left and one for the right, but it was just me. I had to get used to the fact that red is left and it has an L there, so you know it's left, and then R is right. I just had to get used to that, and after that it was pretty good. I was able to figure it out. There's no dodging here, at least I didn't see any. It's just pretty much punching into the mitts. It's pretty decent. My only complaint is sometimes I would hit the guy's head when it didn't look like I did it. Don't remember. Like right there, I didn't hit him in the head and it counted it as if though I hit him in the head. Same there. You can do hooks, uppercuts, crosses. Pretty neat. Boom. Boom. That robot has one eye. I could take him. And I kept missing for some reason at some parts. And I think this is the final training exercise. There's a total of 8 training mini games. That's my score right there. So now I'm gonna go to a match. So I gotta face this guy, Duke Drill Man. Is he gonna drill me? We'll see. So it gives you a choice of gloves here. I'm gonna stick with the conventional glove for now. I did play this opponent one time before and it gave me that second glove. So, alright, this guy's a dog. He's a dog of a fighter. Just kidding. I chose to have the guides on, but you don't have to have them on. One thing I want to say is that if you just want a regular run-of-the-mill boxing game, this game is probably not for you. It's more of a, like I mentioned, it's more like Punch-Out, Knockout League. Oh, and this is interesting. When you get knocked out, it brings up a little thing where you can punch the green bubbles, and then it allows you to come back into the game. It's kind of an interesting concept. Probably to emulate, you know, to get you a little bit more tired. Maybe that's the reasoning behind it. It's interesting. This guy's a dog. Oh, he knocked me out again. So see here it is again. Have to punch my way out in order to get back into it. I better be careful. He knocked me out twice. He's gonna beat the crap out of me, and I chose an easy difficulty. I didn't have this much trouble the first time I boxed him. But yeah, I'm getting it now. And then they have their own little power moves. Oh, I got a Steam achievement. Dodge. So it kind of gives you... Right there, he gave me a super punch. I was able to dodge it that time. Yeah, boy, I knocked you out this time. Alright. Let's go. Trying to be more quick now. Fighting with a sense of urgency here. Wow, he's a pretty good blocker. But I'm a good dodger. You're not gonna beat me, fool! Well, you probably are. Okay, so the match is over. Let's see who won. They gave it to me. Not gonna lie, it was probably fixed. There was a lot of money involved. Yeah. Enough said.